Why, hello there. Welcome to the Astro Community Showcase, a weekly episode where we go through some of the amazing work from our astronauts within our community. So let's get comfy and take a wee gander through some of the fantastic work that's been posted over the past week.
We start up, first of all, right, with Maxim. Now, this is really cool. He did a fantastic stream with Ben, basically showcasing the new transitions API that's coming, the shared transitions API that's coming out. That's currently behind a flag on Chrome, but this is blowing all sorts of minds, and it is the new, well, it's the future way that we're going to be causing lovely page interactions. So last week when I was doing the community showcase, there was a number of people still posting in the showcase, and I couldn't get them out. Now, I did promise that I'll get these out for this stream episode, and so first off, Maxim, I will, as promised, is your shared page transitions that you did with Ben Myers, right? And this is a stream that you guys could follow along. On this particular site, there's what you're really looking at is this top bit here, right? What we're basically seeing is some, just a product landing page. And personally, I love guitars, and I love Les Pauls even more. And these designs are pretty awesome. I love this one, little boxes, right? There's so many cool ones, but did you notice that there, the little transition between the pages, right? Going back, I'm going straight back to the product page. Let's go to this one for a wee second. The top animation is continuous throughout the page transitions, right? And here's a wee Astro side. Oh, yeah, thank God, right? And here's a wee Astro site that we're using here, right? This is deliberately done slow, where he's delayed the page request, right? But yeah, I love this. This is probably my first real demonstration of the shared transitions API, and the fact that you can do this in Astro is amazing. I know that they were going to put in a polyfill, so that way, presently you could use it without the flag actually being enabled. And as you can see back here where he says the Chrome flags, how you can enable it, you just go into your Chrome flag setting and just initiate the document transition feature flag, and you get this lovely transitions between different pages. It is beautiful. Truly is beautiful. And this is a site, if you want to check it out, Astro Music at Nelify app, right? By all means, do check it out, guys. Next up, we got Bryceguy. Now, Bryceguy is he's a legend in the support squad. Always, and his knowledge of Astro is really improving continuously. So by all means, if you do see Bryceguy and he does help you out, give him a wee thank you, guys. And he made this wee fun little project where he utilized Minecraft as a theme for Astro, right? And I love it. Personally, I'm not a Minecrafter, but I know a lot of people who are, right? And you get this, basically show off your entire project, right? Utilizing the entire Minecraft assets and plugins and feature sets. So it basically looks like it. Look at the text, etc. Everything looks really cool in this, right? And yeah, this is pretty damn cool. I like it, Bryceguy. And this is a theme for Astro. So by all means, you can have your very own Minecraft theme in Astro, which is fantastic, right? And if you do want to check this out, guys, you can play along with it and get it installed in your own project, right? By going to minecrafttheme.nelify.app, right? By all means, taking a wee look at this. This is fun. And you can find out how it all works. Everything's a CSS variable. Really smart, really clever, right? The way the theme's structured. But aye, that was Bryceguy, guys. But next up, we move over to Croucher. Now, this is, Daniel, should I say. And so, yeah, it's like what we got here, right, is a lovely portfolio site. And I mean, absolutely stunning, right? I really do like this. It takes a wee second to load up, simply and only because this is a 3G asset in the background, right? And The way it just follows you around is brilliant. It gives you this whole spatial depth perception going on here. It feels like the website is more than just a 2D plane. I really love it. Especially with the inner site navigation, it is really crisp and clean. All this. I love that. That's nice. So yeah, this is a lovely wee site. So let's check this out. Ooh. Oh, that was sexy. Let's look at that. Look at that. Pow. And then we get 2 MacBooks opened as well. Ooh. Oh hell, that is cool. And by all means, do get in touch if you want to know. And this site was built with Astro. Here's a wee one of Chris's Astro badges that you can see down here, right? And you can get this by going to astro.badg.es. So it spells out Astro badges, but you need to throw a full stop in the right place, right? And porfolio.beanly.com is where you'll find this particular website. So next up, this is cool. Right. On to the next space is Jaydan's site. And what I was saying was Jaydan was basically published his Odyssey theme for the Hackathon Showcase that happened way back in April, May. And part of his, and I really enjoyed the submission. But nonetheless, the Hackathon Showcase was fantastic. And Jaydan's contribution to it was phenomenal. He created this lovely Odyssey theme, and it is stylistically beautiful as it from a style guide point of view, it contains everything that you need straight out of the box. And this is the thing with Astro themes, is that you can pretty much get up and going just by plopping it in. Now, but yeah, this Odyssey theme, and you get several different landing pages, right? This one here. And you get a wee video. And this, I believe, is his crash course, right? And yeah, so it's just a lovely, well put together wee site. So let me just mess about with some of these colours, because the real oomph on this is, I think, I like the dark mode on this, right? And each page is, reflects the change in the theme. Pretty damn cool. But yeah, that is the Odyssey theme, right? And by all means, guys, we have 2 epic themes that we've just seen. A Minecraft theme and this very clean, professional looking theme set that you can apply to your Astro content. And if you want to check this out, yeah, that's it, Little Sticks. That was the name that I was trying to remember there. Go to odysseytheme.littlesticks.dev and you'll be able to check that out for yourselves. Next up, we have Kevin, and Kevin moved his personal blog over from Gridsome right into Astro. Some tuning that is needed, obviously, because these migrations are never one-to-one, but nonetheless, I'll look forward. I mean, given what we're about to see, right, I really look forward to a lot more of the projects that are coming from Kevin in the future, because this here is clean, simple, and lovely. It's a place where he, this is his own personal blog, where he just likes to a place where we all like to publish our own projects and our own documentation and our own, blogs. And this is where he goes about data wrangling in Turkish, more tweets than I dotted. Ooh, this is cool. And if you can see in the background, you have this contour mapping going on, right? Really cool. Right, so let's check out this post here. Oh, this is pretty. Finding geographic data in Turkey. Hey, fuzzy matching! I love that. My first opportunity to put fuzzy matching into practice. But yeah, this is nice. Ooh, we got something interactive here. I was kind of, oh, this is cool. Right, okay. I get you. A lovely little interactive map that he's put on here as well. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool, Kevin. I like this, mate. I really do. I've not had the time, honestly. We're exploring these sites together, right? And so it's like, because, these have recently been put onto the community showcase, and because I'm doing it on the day, I don't really get the time like I would normally do, spend all weekend, pretty much most of my weekend, looking over your sites in a lot more detail. What I like is try to figure out how you guys do a lot of the things that you do. Like there, with the contours, this is nice. I really like this color scheme, by the way. I really like this dark mode. This is pretty damn cool. But yeah, next up, good work, Kevin. Next up, we have Nate. Now, Nate has been going about doing a number of streams. His streams are quite funny, quite enjoyable just to have on and follow along. Now, he's basically trying to utilize this little typer system, right? That you've seen, type annotation, and it is very simple, right? But nonetheless, streams are quality. Do recommend you checking them out, right? And you could by all means keep up to, follow him on Twitch, right? He goes by under the name of Nate Codes on Twitch, and yeah, he posts in the Discord whenever he's about to go live, guys. So do by all means follow, jump in, and give him, keep the crack up, basically, give you the power. And this is his little typewriter app that he made. This is fun. Nate Codes professionally, eloquently, loquaciously. And this is what trips me up, right? It's like, what the duck is loquacious code? Like, am I expecting something closer to Shakespeare? Probably. I don't know. Thou shalt not throw an air. Next up, we have Matt's site. Now, Matt saying he finally merged his new Astro build site. Left to right is his old, and this was his Twitter post, right? And faster, obviously, and a lot cleaner. Personally, I didn't check out his previous one, but looking at the two comparatively face to face, before and after, I'd say this is a lot cleaner, because, color scheme wise, perfect. Topography, everything is just nicely spaced. You can tell your man's a bit of a minimalist, right? A Python developer and a front-end developer, do these two even go together? Right, but anyways, people know bears don't like snakes, right? But anyways, you can check out his internet profiles. By all means, I'm going to check out a couple of his streams. I didn't know that he's streamed, but you can, by all means, do check them out. But yeah, this is looking really good, man. For your portfolio site, this is fantastic, mate. And by all means, do keep up with great work. We're looking forward to your streams. So if you're doing any streams on Astro, do let us know, and a bear will be there, as they say, right? So yeah, and you can check this out on mmatt.net, right? Peace and love, Matt. Keep up the great work, bud. And talk about great work. Next up we've got Kelvin. Now, Kelvin is actually, he's a really good developer advocate for a lot of projects that I've seen. Just in the brief time that Kevin's came into the community, and that I've noticed him here. Yeah, especially with the support, his help in the support squad as well. I love it. Anybody who comes in to the support squad is automatically a squaddy for life. And yeah, let's check out his lovely website, eh? The reason why I've done this, posted this one, was because he wrote this fantastic blog about understanding Astro components. Now, he's wrote 2 brilliant blogs, and this is what I'm saying. He's a really good developer advocate in the way that he likes to talk about projects, explain projects, and the mannerisms that he does it. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what Kelvin produces in the future. What other Astro related content that he comes up with. And this is just a really good insight into Astro components and their makeup, how to define component props using TypeScript. For those who are not really great with TypeScript, understanding that, within the front matter of things is where the business logic goes, right? Or the server-side scope. He's got a great way of explaining things, and I highly recommend checking out this article, right? By all means, it is a fantastic little blog, and a lot of these blogs, guys, you can follow, right? Using your RS feeder as well, because Astro comes with a built-in RSS component. And so if you are building a blog, or you have, and you have or haven't put in the RSS functionality, it really is great because it allows people to keep up to date with any new blogs that you publish to your website, right? And this is Kelvin's website down here. If you want to come, by all means, pop along and check out this, right? Next up, we have Barnabas. I hope I said your name right, my friend. I do apologize, right? But anyways, popped in a full client-side text search engine into his personal site in Astro, and gave us a fantastic wee write-up on it as well. So I really like this simply and only because there's a personal war story that I have when I was trying to implement Stork way back in the day when Astro wasn't even beta, right? And I describe it as a war story because, yeah, you weren't there, man. You weren't there. Client-side searching is, especially with the advancements that Astros came along in the recent months, and especially since then, has gotten a duck ton easier. And so, anyways, what we're basically seeing, right, is a lovely little blog post on how to go about implementing your own client-side searches into your Astro pages. And this is pretty broad. This is what I like about it. It's not particularly focused on a particular method, right? You could go about showing you how to compile the index utilizing the Astro non-dynamic, non-HTML pages. So, you could pretty much put in search.json.mjs and it'll build out an actual search.json index file for you. Part of the many superpowers of Astro, in my opinion. Go about creating your own UI, by all means. Please, by all means, tell us how to do that, Mr. Kendall. Right? And then gives you some alternatives as well. Right? And the fact that you went about exploring this and took the time and the energy to go about putting this together is what I really appreciate the most about this particular blog post. So yeah, this is fantastic work, in my opinion. If this is the quality of his content that he's going to be putting out in the future, I look forward to seeing it. And like I said, I hope he's got RSS enabled, otherwise I am going to lose track of it. If you want to keep up to date, guys, the link is on the screen here. Barnabas.me, client-side search me. Right? Next up, we have Tony. Tony is, he's a very proficient WordPress developer. He's been utilizing WordPress for a very long time, right? And he's now moved his site over, ported his site to Astro. And so there's been an uncovering of a relationship that is going to prove, probably, in my opinion, very fruitful. Is the one that we didn't suspect. And it is one that took even me by surprise, is the relationship between Astro and WordPress. Ben did a fantastic stream last night with Jeff. Duck. What's his surname? Jeff. That's his chops, right? But anyways, they both, in the space of about 20 minutes, managed to get content to and from WordPress into an Astro site and up, right? It is probably the most seamless porting I've seen from a WordPress to a UI front end in a very long time, right? And it is very encouraging. And so happen chance, Tony came around at the same time, right? Not a lot of coincidence, just happen chance, right? But yeah, he's spent 10 years or plus dealing with WordPress, dealing with life in WordPress. And the fact that, it's like he's managed to port this website over, he builds awesome websites and everything around it, right? And that's what I love. Is like, what is this? Front end, back end, developer, engineer, whatever I call. The bottom line is I build awesome websites and everything around it. And I think this is fantastic. The fact that you could build these awesome websites now in Astro. So by all means, do check out Tony.pro if you can. Right. Next up, we have Sunny. right? Sunny is great. Well, the front end code for the Mauritius company, right, has now switched over from Nux to Astro. And guys, this is fantastic. Like, absolutely amazing, right? Front end coders, this is a community meetup for coders in Mauritius. Now, I must say, if you guys ever want to have a meetup, right, where you would like to talk about Astro and you would like to have a beer come in person, I am more than willing. So yeah, by all means, do check out this lovely website, especially if you're in and around Mauritius and a front end developer or back end developer are looking to get into it. There's plenty of meetups by the looks of things going on. Jump into it. There's another one on the 24th, and look at this. I'm not quite sure if you can see this because I am screen recording. I do apologize. This is the screen recording, right? Not the actual CSS. It's just, yeah. But by all means, do check out this wee website. Like I said, the invitation's out there, Sonny, right? So if you ever want to get a beer to come out to Mauritius and see what that is like, let us know. Next up, we've got Joey, right? Now, Joey's been working on his wee personal project, and I'm glad that he's, came into community. He's been fun. He's been curious, inquisitive, and also very supportive of others as well. And it's great to have him in the community now, right? And yeah, a lot of exploration by the sounds of things that went into this, right? And what we've got is a lovely little website coming together, a lovely little blog site coming together, and it's nice. I like the contrast in between the greys. I like the color, the accessible color scheme that you got on going on here. Everything is really quite pilly, very nicey, right? Sexy, almost to say. And yeah, the blogs are pretty damn cool. You got these wee tags up at the bottom, top here. Like it says, sexy, right? But yeah, Joey, by all means, I'll love to see how this comes along, right? And yeah, keep up the great work, mate. Especially in and around the community, you're an actual blast to have, right? Next up, we've got a special type of nerd, right? Coming over, and he put together this website for Harikar, which is a very particular NGO, right, company, and we're going to get to them in a wee second. But nonetheless, this is his lighthouse scores, and he was very happy with these lighthouse scores. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? And this is the technical performance, the SEO. You get that out the box with Astro, simply and only because the way Astro, defines things, the way Astro sees building for the web, and so scoring well on Lighthouse is pretty much a given. The community hyperdrive is probably one of the most fiercely contested hyperdrives in terms of number one spot because everybody's got a very good website. So yeah, this is Harikar, the NGO, which is a non-governmental, non-profit humanitarian organization looking to help expand their purpose, which is to try and give individuals the rights to life protection, education, and making sure that quality of life is assured for everyone. And I really love this. Like, just from their statement, from the company perspective, who and what they are and what they represent. I really love the design of this. I really love the uniqueness of this. It is clean, clear, and concise. And yeah, if there's any way that we can look to try and support you as a community, we can do. We should do. And I follow what Chris has said. I really like that site. It is clean. The design's clear. And like I said, I echo what Chris said. The cause is just, right? Next up, we have Pilcrow's website. Now, this is really nice because it is a small little app, in inverted commas, of a simple form validation library utilizing TypeScript. Ooh, right? But anyways, sorry about that. TypeScript and me are not great friends. It makes a fuzzy bear go grizzly very quickly. But nonetheless, this is Adria, right? And Adria is a simple form validation library. And what we're going to go fuzzy.com and we're going to type in a wee password and we're going to see, no. And this is simple, right? We could use server-side validation as well. No, happy days, right? So let's just say we've got a password and I'm going to go let a fuzzy bear in, right? And play about with this. What was it, guys? Let a fuzzy bear in. Way successful! Because I finally remembered a password. Woohoo! If you want to check this library out, guys, I highly recommend checking out the GitHub projects behind these. Right? And this wee demo can be seen at Aria Demo over at Vercel. The library is really good. I would say that, taking a quick look over it before I came on, it is very well done. Great work, Pilcrow, right? The next up we have Robert, also known as Robin, right? Now, this is an exciting wee website. Now, those who don't know, this bear used to be a scientist in the past life, right? So I did my undergraduate in biochemistry. And so this was like, when I seen this, I was like, straight to it. I was like a duck to water, right? And this is lovely. So it is basically a company marketing page, right, for Geneticure, right? I'm not going to talk about the company in itself or the product that they're offering. Simply and only because, I wish them all the very best with the services that they're trying to provide. But there's several things that I just loved about this, and predominantly it's the background. If you can see it, right, it's like this double helix effect, right? But it's the wee twist that they got, right? It's the little wee 4 waves, and then the wee twist at the fifth. 4 lines, and then the twist at in the end, right? So like what you see here, right? Now, I could go off on an explanation on a wee history tour, right, about how the double helix came about. But yeah, this is a personalized wee report that you get that basically it's like they do what they wish with it. But yeah, it is a nice wee website. Forgive the darkness I've got to set the color background to this website. And I really did like that website, Robin. It is, for me, it actually made me happy. It made me think of things that I forgot. But yeah, I just love this wee strand. I've seen a lot of images and representations of DNA, but this is pretty damn cool and unique. I love it. Right. Next up, we have Rishi. Now, Rishi came in, right? Rishi Raj, right, has only very recently came to Astro, right? And he built this website using the Storyblock integration, right? And he's actually an ambassador over at Storyblock, which is fantastic to know, right? Because Astro has got a partnership with Storyblock. Storyblock is a content management system, and they've recently been working with, Manuel's been working on a very cool integration, right? To have a one-to-one kind of relationship between Astro and a content management system like Storyblock, right? And this is beautiful. I like this wee website, right? It's simple, clean. Bear in mind he just put it together, So let's not expect the world immediately, guys, right? But nonetheless, the reason why I bring this up is because when he came in, right, he's immediately got busy, right? And you can find this website out. Sorry, took a wee second to load there. Don't know why. But yeah, you can find his website out over at astro.richie.app. Hopefully this will get pushed to his live one day. But yeah, where am I going? So when he came in, right, and this was literally yesterday, right, he hyped about Astro, submitted his first PR out the bat, like straight out the door, right? got it merged not long after, and then not long after that, there's a second PR coming. I love it. I mean, well done, Paji. I really do like that. Just crack, man. That's just great to see. And then next up, we have my good buddy and friend, Crutchcorn, the Unicorn Utterence. You know, he's actually such a sound dude. Yeah, I love watching his streams. He streams a fair bit over at Twitch. And he's great because what he's doing, right, he's putting together a 3 books, I believe he's splitting it up into. Well, and about frameworks and you know UI frameworks in particular, and his content is on another level, like legit. The Unicorn Utterance, you know, their server is fantastic. But yeah, this all started with a stream, right? And it was a stream that me and Corbin did together, where basically I said to him jokingly, right, is like, sorry, it would be cool if Unicorn Utterance managed to get to Astro, right? Bear in mind, this is currently a work in progress. What he posted up here was a massive, what he says, a mind-melting speed improvements in the build times from 5 minutes, which was a next production site, to his Astro site, right, that he's going on here. Now, this is a work in progress, right? I shouldn't, you know, so it's like take the next slide with a pinch of salt, right? The images are not really coming up around it at the present moment, but honestly, this is, he has the most convoluted way of using Markdown that I have seen from any person alive, right? But Corbin is, you know, he's a very skilled developer and he's got a great way of explaining content. It's a great way of explaining complex things, especially on the web. And this is a lovely wee website that he's put together. An actually lovely wee website, right? And this whole pagination sequence just showing, you know, a lot of his content on the Unicorn Utterance site. I can't wait till this goes live. Like, this is immediately so much more performant than his previous one. Next up, we've got Julian. Monsieur Cataldo, right, is basically, he's a freaking artist, man. Like, I want you guys to start playing about with this and start contributing to the Astro Content project, because this thing here, guys, is gonna blow. It's blowing socks wherever it goes, right? And the content preview is, where is it? So basically, it's a text-based content framework, right? A structured framework with a focus on an editor and integrator experience. So you can get to author your content and provide, you know, schemas and type safety around the syntax that that you're putting together in terms of the data. It is really goddamn cool. And like I said, your man is an actual living artist, right? But yeah, there's a little live demo that you could go here and play. We had this up last week, right? And I'll like you to go check this out yourselves, guys, right? At astrocontent.nelify.app, right? And like I said, he is an artist, right? He's really is he's created up so many. I think he's now on 26 off the top of my head, right? Don't quote me on that. About the 20 mark anyway, of amazing and wonderful Astro components. This one here is how you could utilize in the MermaidJS diagrams in your Markdown system, right? So you could have wonderful diagrams like this, and then it goes about telling you how to go about putting it in. You get your sequence diagram, shows you how to write this in Markdown, right? This being an MDX, right? And then, yeah, bear in mind, it is still work in progress. There might be some rendering bugs and inconsistencies, but, you know, with community, the whole point of community is that these are not one-man projects. By all means, contribute to them, reach out to Julian, get in touch with the code base, And we're all skilled astronauts, guys. So by all means, this is one of these projects that you can by all means increase, utilize, and if you're using it, open a issue or a pull request or contact him directly, right? And he's got so many cool components I just want to show you, right? Just take the time to show you if you don't mind, right? Day mode, dark mode, and we are on Julian's little world here, right? But yeah, he's got Astro Analytics, breakpoints, right? Well, this is pretty cool, right? It's like provides you breakpoint handlers for your application using SAS mixins or JS or DOM attribute handlers. Your man is really talented, right? And we're really blessed to have him here, right? Color mode corrector with user overrides if you wanted, right? He's got a light box that you could utilize, right? URL hover that you could provide little tooltips on the side here, right? Is really cool. Provides you prefetching as well. SEO component is really cool. The scroll observer is really awesome. The tooltips that we just seen here on the right hand side here, right? This is pretty damn amazing, right? Full page transition overlay right now. So if you notice, right, as I toggle between pages, you see this grey overlay effect, right? That's what he's talking about there, which is pretty damn cool. Then there's that diagrams of MermaidJS that we were just talking about a second ago. This is pretty damn cool. The package JSON report on your front and on your site basically just rips through it all. And look at all these packages that he's made. Like, we're still scrolling trips. These are just his Astro packages here, right? So many. But yeah, let's continue and do it justice, right? He's got this smart link optimizer, right? Basically, this component detects external anchor links and same domain name, etc., and applies optimizations accordingly. And then you got this map embedded, right? I mean, honestly, Julian, mercy is the most I can say, right? If you want to find out more about Julian's amazing work, go to code.juliancataldo, right? You won't be disappointed, to say the least, right? Next up, we've got Husnell. Husnell has basically revamped his entire website using Astro, and he'll love the developer experience of this. And I love this website. It just pops at you, doesn't it? The topography, the space and the design. I really like it. I really like the use of the colors. It's nice. It's really clear. And let's see where he's got Astro in here. Oh, need to put Astro on this list, Husnell. But he does mobile as well, which is pretty damn cool. And I must say, right, it's like, yeah, a very skilled developer looking at this. Internet vert. I love that. Oh man, that might be my new word of the day. Internet vert. Loves learning. Bit of perfectionist statisticist. Right? I actually like this. Yeah. I think me and him will get along just fine. And dark mode is pretty damn cool. Pretty damn sexy as well, eh? Right, so let's take a look over what an article looks like. I like these. Oh, very nice. Clear. Nice spacing. Yeah, you could definitely breathe that. I like that. If you want to check out more of Husnell's good work, right, just go to them, Husnell. Next up, we have Francis. So Francis has been doing streaming as well, right? He's streaming on Twitch when he's been putting his site together, and he's such a cool wee kid. Like, honestly, a breath of fresh air. And I've been watching him put this site together, and yeah, it's lovely. He's not finished with it. He's just been playing about with it, but he posted it the other day, and he's got this Swup animation. I was watching him put the Swup animation together, and he pretty much nailed it. I mean, it was really cool watching him do this, right? So yeah, routing for you, Francis. Want you to this. This got a lot of good things going for it, right? It's pronounced Swup. Sorry, Swup. It's got Swup running through it. Not Swap, Swup. But yeah, love it. We're back to Barnabas now. And normally I should have put this together with Barnabas's homepage, but this is something different. I think it could be put to So there is a lovely background story to why this particular site, this database review site, came together. Now, the whole point of this site was to basically help make it easy for people to understand the costs and the tooling implications when it comes to choosing the databases of their choice, right? And basically, it's only an estimation tool, right? But this is pretty damn cool, guys. So you choose how many CPUs you want from a massive Postgres. Basically, I'm building Facebook, right? And I want it to be awesome. Let's see how much money these guys are going to cost me. The pricing that is yours only is the cheapest with 10 grand. But yeah, this is a cool little tool. I like this. Great work, Mr. Kendall. I really do like this. Right? But yeah, no, as you can see, this is a fantastic wee website that he's put together. Look at his wee pagination trick that he's going on here. I love that wee trick that he's got there. Information about providers. Let's see what this looks like. Let's click on Mongo. Yeah, this is lovely. And links externally. And a broke life. Right, but yes. If you want to check out this epic site where you can compare the cost of databases, go to DB, what was that? Database as a service review.com. I was about to say dbas.com, dbasreview.com. But yeah, anyways. And then lastly, we're coming to Nate's. Ooh, I was actually wanting to get Nate on, right, to do like the second part of this stream, right, was what is to basically do like a demo session, if I can bring on somebody through the week or through the previous week and have them come on and do a little, code along thing. That would be something nice that I thought would be ideal to add to the community showcase. But unfortunately, Nate couldn't make it this week. Next week, however, I promise you, me and Nate are going to be doing a wee token CSS demo together, which I am looking forward to. And I am loving token CSS. I've been looking forward to this for a wee while now. Token CSS is just simplicity incorporated. Now, remember this, right? It's like we quote 10 points to see who gets it. But from the simplest rules, right, spawns the most complex systems. Now, keeping that in mind, you get this. We have this weird convolution of how we're utilizing styles and, in particular, CSS in our workflow. CSS is a relationship between. Well, the information is a relationship between the designers and the developers, and that is CSS. That's a language that we speak between each other. Unfortunately, designers don't know CSS. There's a mismatch there, but they can give us the information. It's like the color palette, the sizing, etc. For us developers, we don't. We could take that and go with that. Give us our palette in a sense, and that's what token CSS is a new tool that integrates this concept of having specified tokens or constraints for your styles together in a JSON format, and then have that integrated within your workflow, right? So you're not having to utilize like utility class systems or CSS and JS libraries, etc., for you to get your own design system implemented on your site. This is honestly, guys, revolutionary is not to say the least. And I'm not going to say much more about it because I don't want to steal thunder away from next week's episode. But yeah, it's going to be fantastic and I'm looking forward to it. If you want to check it out in the meantime, tokencss.com, get it. And this has a one-to-one Astro integration. So this works with your Astro, with your Astro project. And I must say, guys, Q on an hour. That is all. I hope you enjoy this episode of the Community Showcase. It has been an actual blast going through the past hour with all these fantastic work that the community's done put through the past week. It has been an actual blast. Really exciting, really innovative, really cool shit. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing what you guys produce next week. Right? On that note, wish you all a great weekend. Stay tuned for This Week in Astro on Sunday. But yeah, peace and love, guys. That's all, folks.